Thomas Ayamga. I'm the focal person on the research project, which is funded by DFID, and it looks at towards inclusive cooperation on the management of climate change interventions, which usually poses the risk of conflicts and therefore calls for cooperation. Basically, the strategy that this research is taking is a collaboration between the sciences, academia, and development practitioners. It looks at a holistic view of how research can concurrently be run by both research scientists and then practitioners from the development work on a common platform to be able to influence policies to inform development that is based on evidence. So currently this program is being implemented by CARE International, Savanah Agricultural Research Institute, both in Ghana, with the lead consortium member being Utrecht University in the Netherlands, and other countries like Burkina Faso and Kenya. It is seeking to also come up with relevant research technologies and interventions that will go to address and build the adaptive capacity of the individual and households alike.
I am Vivian Kuntiero. I work with Oxfam as advocacy officer in Tamale. Talking of the issues of rural development and climate adaptation, we in the development field, we say that all climate change adaptation projects, interventions are development oriented, but not all development oriented projects are climate change adaptive or smart. So in coming out with interventions, if you say you are coming out with a development intervention that mainstreams climate change, then you should be looking at issues that build communities' capacity to adopt and then to build their resilience for sustainable long-term development.
So in Ghana, at CARE International, we are looking at the VSLA as a vehicle for inclusive growth and development. This is seeking to look at, within the VSLA as a vehicle for development, who are the people at household level that are included and who are those that are excluded. And therefore, what does it call to be able to add, to complement, to be able to effectively reach in an entire household, and for that matter, the community, everybody part of a community intervention, to be able to strengthen their adaptive capacities, build their resilience, and thereby grant them the ability to live better even in the wake of climate change.
Simon Amo is my name. I work for an NGO called Trade Aid Integrated. It's a national NGO that operates mainly in the Upper East region of Ghana. With regards to development, the practitioners and social scientists collaborating and cooperating, I think it is very, very relevant. Relevant in the sense that, especially when it comes to the issues of climate change, relevant in the sense that climate change challenges are so huge that, in fact, it needs some kind of concerted effort among these two categories of people. That is scientists, social scientists and development practitioners in particular. Because when they bring their efforts together and then that synergy is evolved as a result of that, in fact, it smashes the climate change challenges into pieces. So the two categories of people coming together is an indispensable factor in solving our climate change issues. It is my strong conviction that the two categories, that development practitioners and social scientists, should come together.
So basically that is what we are doing. On the Savanah Agricultural Research Institute, they are looking at integrated soil fertility management as an approach in the midst of the depleting soil, fertile soils, to be able to cope with the trends of climate change and how that should be managed despite the conflict that arise as a result of use of this plant material for refertilizing the soil.
My name is Wiriatu Moro. I work with EPA in Tamale. And EPA, we do a lot under the climate change adaptation. Actually, we are a body that coordinates all activities in terms of adaptation projects. Aside that too, we carry out a lot of sensitization activities on climate change adaptation in Ghana and all communities across the country. We are also a lead agency that coordinates all activities and projects with regards to climate change adaptation. And most recently, EPA has led a team to come out with the nationally determined contributions to climate change, and that also includes all adaptations that Ghana is intending to implement as a way to assist contributions toward climate change in the country.
I'm a research scientist with the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, a research institute. I think the sustainable livelihood programs had been programs that had been done over the years, but with this particular one in terms of climate change resilience and adaptation is very good and a novel intervention project in the sense that it gives opportunity for posterity where development will not be done as in the usual way as it used to be done in the future. Change to be factored into the development processes such that our development can stand the test of time.
I work for Water Resources Commission. For us, adaptive capacity and resilience is not fixed. It keeps changing as and when the issues come up. And so we see as a way of achieving sustainable development, and that it is even a branch of sustainable development. So that is our plan.
So basically that is what we have done, and we thought that bringing this group of people from the academic field, the research scientists, and as well as the government and non-governmental practitioners, one was to share with them what so far the project has done, but also to give them an opportunity to make input into what we have done, so that at the end, when this is released, it becomes a broad ownership product of everybody. And I think by and large, we have been able to achieve that output. So that is basically what has brought us